Alright guys, welcome to Pickle Boost. I'll be reviewing one of Ben John's games. I've never seen this before, it just came out today. Just for context, I am a huge Ben John's fanboy. I've watched so many games of his, but I'll also reviewing maybe other players and see what their movement and what their play style is like and see what they're doing right or what they're doing wrong. Yeah, but let's just get right into it.
Scored who's winning those battles.
Game one.
Okay, Klinger to serve.
Battle of CJ Klinger, the lefty.
Left-handed. Watch that. Drive to Gabe Tardio. And a miss.
Ben John steps into the volley, hits the angle.
Just see that one more time. If you see you can make that better. Does a decent drop. One of Ben John's favorite shot, the Ben John's roll. But notice how a lot of people try to go down the line of the Ben John's roll, and with the roll, backhand roll. But the thing is, going backhand roll, it's unsafe most of the time. You can already see CJ Klinger kind of leaning in, trying to protect the middle. But this shot that Ben Johns does, it's about 99% safe. So that's why he does it. He doesn't take any chances. He could go for a win right here, a winner. But there's a big chance that CJ Klinger has a read and might deflect it back. One of Ben John's main strengths is he just goes for 99% wins, safe shots. And not only is it safe, it's also a very strong shot. As you see, it's going on Johnson's feet, which is definitely the best shot right now. And you can see Johnson, let's see if his movement, he's already expecting a reset. Gets down his left foot. Personally, I'm not a big fan of resetting my left foot with my right leg, or right hand. I like having my right foot up instead of my left foot because if you feel a little more unbalanced. But I don't know. Maybe he's good at that, but as you see, he kind of failed doing that.
John steps into the volley, hits the angle.
Yeah, typical Ben John's roll to the sideline. That's just amazing shot, and people should learn how to do that. Okay, Tardo drop, and Tardo try to close in. I think I don't know, like a lot of high players, you should always be ready to reset. Like Tardo just, like, I think his split step is like off, kind of. Like he's late to split step. And he tries to attack from a transition zone. Not many players recommend that, but maybe he saw something.
Parts of this. Then you got J-Dub and Gabe who have played.
Anyways, that's why I enjoy watching Ben Johns more than Tardo, because Tardo does a lot of like risky, very risky shots that they do make sometimes, but Ben Johns, he's gonna reset it, he's gonna get to the kitchen and play out the game. But that's just left side play.
Interesting little parts of this matchup.
Oh my god, that drop. Yeah, so one of the things about Ben John's drop, a backhand drop, I've modeled my game after his drop. I like to call it a knife cutting drop. This type of drop, well, in this case, I wouldn't say it's knife cutting because Johnson was able to backhand roll it, but it's good enough where he can't really punish it. He has to lean in and kind of take a risky shot that might pop up, but does almost exactly. The funny thing is, he actually does the exact same shot that Ben Johns did last shot, where he does a flick to the roll to the right sideline. Oh, look at Ben Johns, just splits, already splits up, wide feet, good stance. Oh my god, like perfect. Does little right shoulder up, and then it's like he's using shoulder to reset. He doesn't use arm, just shoulder. All shoulder to reset means that the touch is way more. You can feel the touch more better. Yeah, just now thinking.
Side out.
Funny thing, like, you never see this usually. Usually you have the left side player just take that middle ball. Ben Johns is like, I know he won't miss this shot, right? But Gabe Tardio has to come to the left of the middle, does a backhand 2-way roll, takes a hard a more complex, harder shot than if Ben Johnson was just to do a one-hand roll and just dink it to his sideline. But I don't know if they discussed this or not. Maybe it's a better shot.
Mentioned too, they were slated to start the year together. That was
So
until
0-0.
John's called.
Okay.
And then some goat showed up
Big,
and stole
big,
Ben John's
big return
called.
to Johnson's backhand. Holy, like right next to the line.
showed up and stole him.
Beautiful. Oh, this is a shot I was talking about that Ben Johnson's
And then some
did. This is a knife cutting backhand slice shot. It's like low. Look at this. A knife cutting shot is a shot that's like low and cuts through the wind, and the opponent has to make it bounce. It's the best shot in the game, I would say, for a game to the kitchen. Like, look at that. Ben Johnson's like 3 foot out the kitchen, and he has to hit a tough shot, and yeah, that's just a knife cutting shot.
Rachel Rohrbacher and Anna Bright.
But
We'll
he
see
misses
that
that,
storyline
so.
unfold later on today.
Yes, they're in the on-deck circle.
Yeah, I don't know how long this video will be, but
Breakup showdown.
it's my first time watching this. I like to analyze what's going on. Yeah, tough, very tough. Again, I think Ben Johnson just returned to Johnson's backhand again. They probably discussed this before game. Does a huge. So, what Johnson does here, he tries to take out, like, takes the bounce and takes it off the peak at the air, peak at the bounce. That's normally, for me, I don't really do that because, like, look how much you have to, like, get off the court, right? If I was Ben Johns and it's like a super angled and you get bounce super deep return, he would probably do a short hop backhand, short hop return, short hop reset, and it's not too pacey and not too spin, I would say. So I would recommend him to do a short hop because, like, look at this, you're just giving this up. See, clear, yeah, he's like, he has to guard so much the middle and the line.
All players feeling it out. 3 of the 4, I understand. You weren't sure when you were going to start. Ben obviously already has a dub under his belt here.
Drive, yeah.
Oh,
Drive.
Tardio redlining it through the middle.
Big shot. Just
Ben obviously already has a
Like,
dub
Tardi's,
under his belt here.
he has a very weird way of hitting the drive. I don't know how to explain it, but he does, like, looks like he's dinking. You know how he dinks it? He, like, holds it to the last second.
Oh, Tardio redlining it through the middle.
Kind of similar to how he drives. Effective somehow.
1-0-1.
Let's see. Standard. And one things I always wondered,
Jay was there for the
always thought about is when does Ben Johns drive? When does he drop it?
So aware of what ball's coming
And
back at
those answers come from your opponent's shots, and depending on who your opponent's playing with.
Second serve.
It's like not a typical. I would say it looks very, very unorthodox. Like you see Ben Johns. Ben Johns has like the more optimal drive approach. Tara looks like, I don't know. It looks very unorthodox. And when you have unorthodox plays, you might have some tendencies that might go wrong.
2-0-2. Point.
Okay.
3-0-2.
To his backhand. See, he drives it. This time he drives it, right? Like so many times, like, it's a short return, and he's already thinking about driving the ball. You can tell he's like, the moment the return hit, he's already thinking about driving. Like, to me, I feel like he could easily drop the ball here, but the reason why he doesn't is because Ben Johns' drop, he usually puts his weight on his right foot, right? He puts his weight on his right foot, lean into the right, and does like a cross court drop. This one, he can't really do that. he's doing he has a open stance, like his feet is wide open, so he can't really do a drop, and he does a drive just to get to a 5th shot drop. So very smart.
Nice. The flick wizard, they call JW Johnson.
Trying to understand why he drops and why he drives is something that a lot of people would get better if they understood why he does it.
We'll keep an eye on whether that can cause him some trouble.
And you gotta see like where is he returning the ball to as well. But I would say Johnson and Klinger, they don't really have a strong drive. You don't really see them go for a poach, I would say.
Two sneaky angles.
I don't know what happened there. I was thinking. Oops.
Two sneaky angle
great
from
angle.
Klinger. Two sneaky angles. What a play from the 19-year-olds.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
had his
I think
full array of.
again, this is like one of those like fundamental problems that I think a lot of beginners make mistakes of, but maybe pros do it too. But whenever your teammate is in trouble and back at the kitchen, and you're speeding it up, that's just inviting like a loss point. This is literally like a loss point. Your go-to should be resetting the point and having your teammate in the kitchen, both at the kitchen. And Ben Johns is best when he's at the kitchen, not when he's 5 feet behind the line. And that's what happens. CJ Klinger just punishes it. And this kid is insane.
Full array of filth out last night, and after curfew, I'd like to point out, and he was just fantastic with that, and it was a big reason they won.
How did Turtle miss that? How does he miss that? Just I guess moving in action.
And
just trying to get the ball in the middle and just overshoots it.
2-3-1.
Open stance, clear, serve. Yeah, I feel like Johnson's drive is just not that great, but he gets out of it. Yo. Short hop. The target just takes middle like crazy. And just such interesting compared to Colin Johns.
Unfortunate bounce off the tape for Johns. And Klinger.
Did you try to speed it up? That's why it went off the tape. Yeah, backhand roll off the bounce. That's such a crazy like way to like attack. Like you're literally like off the kitchen, right? You're off the kitchen, and he goes for an attack, which is like so difficult when you like try to execute this. But only Ben Johns, I feel like can only do this. Like you're off the kitchen and you're looking for an attack, like crazy, right? And goes for a really right. He puts his right foot in to step in, and he does a backhand roll, which I think he like kind of doesn't like get it up the bottom of his paddle. He doesn't lift it from the bottom of his paddle. But yeah, unfortunate.
Unfortunate bounce off the tape for Johns, and Klinger and Johnson tie it up.
We'll see where the returns go. So if the return get the drive that
I'm
is
just gonna skip
very
through
good,
this.
and keep
I've
an
never
eye
seen
on
this,
that.
but
If your
I'm just gonna
serve is
skip
great,
through whatever
sometimes you
you're
can't
talking
dictate where the
about.
return goes.
Backhand return, drive left, drive towards Johns. Wow.
So they did the reverse of that, and I love that.
This comes off CJ Klinger's drive drop combo, I would
Turn
say.
goes.
And normally, I mean, this is not even a bad like shot from Ben Johns, but he just loses his battle.
So they did the reverse of that, and I love that from J-Dub.
I would
when
say
we
like
see him moving more, he's winning more. It's not
Ben Johns shouldn't have lost that battle.
egregious. It's not a ton, but man, he's got it in him.
Both men's and mixed should call him the
Oh,
mixed
wow,
doubles title
okay.
in North
So you bring
Carolina.
out the
We spoke
drives
of
now.
with Italy Waters.
I guess I stand wrong. His drives are pretty amazing.
How about that? Just clean passing shot in doubles.
I guess Tardio wasn't expecting it. That looked like kind of Ben Johns drop. A little scoop drop. Like, I've thought about this shot a lot. A lot of people don't have the shot. It's like a scoop, but it's not really a scoop. You're like literally like lifting. It's like a lift. Like the scoop drop is a little bit different, where you're like more outside of it and your weight is on your right foot. This is more like a very like inside lift drop, and Ben Johns does this a lot. It's like such a good way to get to the kitchen. Like very, very high percentage shot to get to the kitchen. Like, oh my god. A lot of people should learn that shot. I do that as well. And 2 in a row just to start winning the dink rally. You're gonna pressure Brent Johns.
What an improvement from J-Dub. I talked to him the other day. That backhand side on the dinks.
Ooh, off the tape. What was not working about it that's working now?
He just made a lot of mistakes over there, and they were very plain. So it was plain, then just make it. So he was losing men's matches just because they just funneled the ball over until he make it. Mistakes over.
Ooh,
Cleaned up that backhand side on the dinks.
Ben Johns speed up.
what was
Way out,
not working
probably.
about it that's working now?
He just made a lot of mistakes over there, and they were very.
Yeah, one of
plain.
Gabe
So it was
Tardo's
plain,
biggest strength
then
is
just
his
make it. So
speed
he was
up. He just
losing
holds the
men's
ball
matches
for
just
like the
because
longest
they just
time
funneled the
ever,
ball over till he
and
made
then
a
speeds it
mistake,
up.
and then
It's just
he would make
crazy.
one.
Why
So
do they keep
now
talking?
It's clean, a little more.
5-3-2.
What a nice run here for J-Dub and C.
Dude, I still think Johnson should like just get a better serve. Like, I know he can put a lot more effort into it instead of like look, his right foot is behind his left foot. Like, what
A
the
nice
heck
run
is
here
that?
for J-Dub and CJ.
Clanking paddles in the
Very
middle,
nice,
still an
coach.
issue for Ben and Gabe
I don't
Tardo.
know how he like keep popping it up. It feels like
What
he's
a
not
nice
that
run
fast.
here for J-Dub and CJ.
It's like very medium pace. No partner protection from Tardio, I guess.
Clanking paddles in the middle,
Like,
still
it's
an
not
issue
that
for
fast. It's
Ben
just like just
and
roll it
Gabe
over,
Tardio.
right?
The dink has
But
gone there a couple of times softly as well. Curious how much that will
I guess the
continue to
middle is
improve.
tougher
And
though.
there's the menacing CJ.
Beautiful. Oh my god. I mean, most teams already lose to this. Look at this down the line shot here, clear backhand reset, and then other side of the line, backhand reset. Like backhand, and another backhand. Like sheesh. Looks like looks like he holds it for so long. And he gets really in the kitchen. Ooh.
SWAT team aware and
There's that elbows in, I guess. I just gets it behind his body, like turns his body, gets it behind him, like elbows in.
SWAT team aware and alive
No chicken
on the
wing.
paddle of Ben
Crazy.
Johns.
Yeah, and CJ tried that a few times in Ducklebar.
It is a
did the
chicken wing
exact
shot,
same
so
thing,
normally it's a good shot,
and,
but
J-Dub doesn't love
that's
it
what I'm
because
telling you.
he's
It's
the
just
one that
number one
usually
player in the
gets
world
to
for a
wear it.
reason. No other person would probably get that shot like that. Middle, short hop. Oh.
Nice. There it is.
Just
Low.
flick it from below the net, like, jeez.
Nice. There it is. Low the backhand.
Just like gotta be
side,
prepared
foot
for
wizard.
like
That's
just
Tardio.
for these dumb
It is
speed ups,
so
you know,
hard to
like
hit Gabe,
you don't
but
expect
he
it,
doesn't
right? But
think
like
there's
they're
any
bad,
chance that's gonna be
theoretically a bad
profitable.
shot,
What a
but you just
shot.
don't expect it. It's just insane, right? Just yeah. Backhand, 2E, backhand versus 1, backhand. That's the winning.
More in men's doubles.
If you're the one applying
Last night's
pressure for
semifinal
2E and
day,
another guy is
on the
doing a
call,
one-hand slice,
3-game throw.
the guy to
Shots that
2E
Gabe
backhand is
surrendered
winning.
Game one, you kind of wondered how they were gonna respond.
Yeah,
Dude.
Game one, you kind of wondered how they were respond.
Just went for the most aggressive like corner shot drop. That's because they're unstacking. Not even stacking, just backhand. You don't need to. Oh, okay. So this type of shot, their shot drop. I mean, so many players try to be aggressive as possible and try to go for like the craziest angles to get a winner. Like, you get a winner, so what? Like, wow, you got a point. I mean, that's the goal of the game, right? But a lot of times, like, the more risky you get, the less percentage it is. And when you watch Ben Johns, he would never do such a low percentage shot like this that goes for a corner, like corner winner. And even if it is a corner like shot, the chance that it could be for number one, earnable, number two, ATPable, is pretty high. So like, why, right? Like, why even go for the shot when it's like you're not even gonna win?
Yeah, 2 ugly game points for them, and then just roared
Just,
back.
like,
And
Ben John's probably thinking, like, why is he
Dasku
doing
didn't
these
have
low
many
percentage
answers
shots?
last night, so
Yeah. See, that's what I'm saying. Like, how is Johnson drives getting away? Like, it shouldn't be getting away.
Player crashed into the middle, gets caught.
6-4-2.
I'd say keep doing it and
I
just
just think Johnson's drive, his form is like a little bit off. Is it off? Looks pretty good actually.
From
I guess the
Gabe
timing
Tardio,
is
CJ
off or
Klinger
something.
crashed
It's just
into the
not.
middle,
It's
gets
pretty
caught.
high.
I'd say keep doing it and just tip your cap to the Bolivian.
It's like his serve is like just so slow too. It's not like using his lower body of legs, because if you watch Ben John serve, he turns his right hip. He moves his right hip over his left foot, right? It turns his right hip over, and over to like his right foot ends up above the left foot, in front of the left foot. You can see his right foot is not even like his right foot ends up behind his left foot, which is like that's when you know that power is not being generated from his legs. He is like one of the most like consistent players, but he just doesn't use his body as much as I would like to.
John's a little nervous across the way.
You got to change your patterns, especially a long, lanky one like this who will.
So maybe that's better for pickleball because you don't need to generate that much power. Knife cutting slice drop.
Side out.
And looks like a speed up that I've never seen him do.
Side out.
Do like
So
once a
that
game
is the
from Ben Johns.
solution, and
You
we
know,
saw
nobody
that a
expects
couple
it.
of times, just fire at his paddle side hip, and great placement of a shot there.
Let me see his drop. Yeah, now more. Wow, still pretty aggressive, and you lose for it. Like, just aim for like you can aim for the middle, bro, or something. Just the other thing about Gabe Tardo is like he has such an unorthodox playstyle, but he makes it work. But the times it doesn't work, you can see it like clearly, like his split step and his like body movement. Like, look at that. He's just not. It's not even a wide body stance. He's still in motion. His legs are moving, and like, he just somehow gets the ball. Even like, it's actually a good reset, which is crazy.
In the middle it goes.
Like, you see Ben Johns. You just watch Ben Johns in reaction to that shot. Wide body, boom. Not even like moving. Wide body, yeah.
In the middle it goes.
In the middle,
Ready to move in any
a
direction.
clean winner down the middle is kind of a shocking visual.
Sick.
And whose ball is that when you've got Gabe kind of lingering in the transition area, Ben not totally committed to the middle?
Sick
I think it's
reset.
that finding
no
still
shot, dude.
whose responsibilities, and more importantly, where do we think that ball should go, and whose is it?
Second serve.
And
Another
more
backhand
importantly,
shot.
where do we
Again,
think
Gabe
that ball
Tardio
should
just
go, and whose is
aiming
it?
for that backhand.
If that would have been CJ and Ben being Colin Johns, there's no question that that's Ben's ball.
7-4-2.
See, like, CJ Clare, like, I prefer a close stance, but you can tell that he actually puts his weight behind his serve because Look at that. You can see his left foot just literally just jump up and go forward. Tough, off the bounce reset. Probably didn't split up that well. Probably split up issue in time.
Cleaned up in North Carolina and also had to beat CJ Klinger and JW Johnson on their way to the final. Took them out in the quarterfinals. It was their only meeting in this combination.
Deep serve and destroyed. Nope.
And a soft one into the net forces a second serve for Johnson.
I don't know how he's missing these shots.
I think game one is
Just
much
fundamental
bigger
issues,
for
I guess.
J-Dub and CJ than the other way.
Big
Look at
drive
this
coming.
yesterday too, just sky to return.
Just perfect. Like look at that. You know these shots are like beautiful. Like just look at that. Big drive. Go for a poach for the winner if it happens, but it doesn't because he had a good return off the drive. Goes for a sick. Uses his wrist to reset that because it's behind him. When it's behind you, I would say use your wrist to open up your paddle. It gets you a lot. A lot of people say don't use wrist to reset, but in this case you must because it's behind you. And the split step here, and he does a very open paddle. It looks like he used arm and shoulders for the shot and lift it up. It's like a little, looks like you're praising God, but yeah, that's. Beautiful reset. Jesus. What the? Next safe, reset shot, and then flick. Title gets it. Right hip. The right hip is such a really good shot when you backhand roll. The right hip or the right shoulder for chicken wing, but. Yeah, CJ Klinger kept his paddle in front of him inside.
Okay, so
clean, that's for sure.
So
yeah, very nice. It's in. That's good. I don't know why Ben Johnson's playing a lot today.
Yeah. But you said it, attack the hip, and he did.
Normally a good shot, but CJ Klinger just 2 steps ahead. Don't underestimate the young boy. Yeah, it's like Turner usually take the middle shots like that. I mean, it's just you're so like Ben Johns can't do the thing where you like move the opponents around the way he wants to when he has Tardio doing stuff like that.
Done.
8-4-1.
I just don't think that's optimal. My God, dude, this kid is the best reset ever.
Only prolong the agony by 1 shot, though. This is a game J-Dub and CJ have.
Yeah, okay.
8-4 with the ball.
8-4. Drive. Again, his drive missed again. I just feel like it's just not that great. Just not that great, but.
Forward and all their reach. Clean. Trying to keep.
That's the one thing I would say maybe Johnson would need to fix is utilizing his lower body. Just like watch some like great drivers. Get some coaching by somebody that has great drives. I mean Ben Johnson has a great drive, so you can model his drives after him. But yeah, I would say you might need to focus on that just for a little bit. Look at that, just optimal. Like you don't even need that much pace. It's like he didn't even use everything. It's pacey, it's top spinny. And you're tagging the guy to come to the kitchen. There's no way that you're gonna get punished. Like, no way. Like it's perfectly it's dipping down too. Optimal. To scoop shot. Optimal. Oh my God! I thought he was about to backhand roll it again. It looked like he's about to backhand roll it, but he just does a little tap. Very, very like smart way to like. This is like a good way to bait your opponent. Like you might think it's coming again, but oops, it's just a think, and you might miss the shot. So, just more mental game. Yeah, outside shot, outside. Yeah, nice. Oh shoot, it's over. Yeah.
JW Johnson loads up 3 times.
Dude, whose fault is this, man? Middle again? The middle? And he has to get... Yeah. Dude, oh my god. I just feel like it's time to stop, right? It's time to stop the Tardio taking middle shot. Look at this. It's awful. It's short. It's a very short, compact shot, which, like, you're ready for the next shot, but you got owned. No, like, just no more, maybe. That's high, dude. Yeah. Just, like, not good at reset. Like, that's the type of thing, like, again, the guitar unorthodox playstyle. Just, like, he's split stepping, but he's, like, also, like, not, like, this. It's just looks weird, you know. It's just not like his, like, set wide body, weight down, set. You just gotta, like, let me get coaching a little bit more in the fundamentals. Beauty 2 drop, tossman. A little fake out. Like, biggest strength of the turtle, bounce right in front of you. Looks like he's loads up like crazy, and he actually does pull the trigger on that.
Second serve.
Fourth
biggest strength
point.
of the target.
They could at least get to 9. Just inch that
Slice
lead
return.
forward.
Yeah, you have to attack this, right? Because, like, here there's many options, right? Ben Johnson can hit it backhand towards the corner, that Johnson backhand's corner, speed up, or speed up towards CJ Klinger, but CJ Klinger has proven that he can return almost every ball with his hand speed. That's probably a bad idea. So he goes for the middle, and that rewards him for the winner.
First ball out of the air, and you just can't replay that.
So many options. So many options. More options, the more. Dude. See, I just like. Does he usually do a shot? Like, it's like he just like tapped it over, you know.
Good take from Jade up there.
This doesn't look like high percentage.
Established. I like that choice.
Personally, for me, I would do a slice shot. One of Ben Johnson's knife cutting slice.
We got not only do we have tips
slice drop,
playing, so, all right, so,
and I've seen Tardio do one of those slice drops before, but I guess he just stopped doing that. He's just doing very aggressive shots.
Back up to serve now is Ben, second server on his side.
Very aggressive, thanks. So Ben Johns is gonna 2E. Nope, the slice here. Nah, dude, I hate it. Yeah, it's not working anymore against him. I think the pace is he's just so ready. He has his paddle in front of him and just reacts, right? Just reacts. He's so on it that he can even pull back. Like, CJ Klinger is so on it, he pulls back and does a 2E. Like, how do you have enough time for that? Like, you're not even gonna get, like, Ben John's roll should be good enough where you're like you're placing in a way that, like, when you do a backhand roll, you're supposed to place it where the paddle is not, right? Or a chicken wing. But in this case, it's probably too slow and he's already sliding right and just.
Oh, CJ Klinger.
That chicken wing of Ben Johns, which is hard to do.
Just on it.
Service warning.
Okay, whatever. Service warning.
Tossing. He doesn't feel like he's tossing his toss up much at all, but that was the stop play there.
2E.
Usually it's the contact, but that
Putting
was the
pressure.
toss.
Putting pressure.
Great job by Ben.
That's interesting. Like Johnson has a crazy way to handle these. Like, holy, he's like Superman. Body up front and. Sorry about that. I don't know what that was.
Second serve.
Great job.
8-4-2.
This game is so long. I don't know. I just want to finish this game first. Out the net. I think it's another drive problem again, dude. Just it just doesn't look optimal. It's like you want the ball to be like a few foot up the net, and you want the ball to just dip, but yeah, I think he loads up on his leg, but it's on his when you drive, your right foot is supposed to go forward, not why is your left foot up? Maybe it's because it's on a back heel because the return's too deep. It's probably
To his body with the next
the
one.
return might be too deep for it,
to
but
get
still.
to 9, and they haven't been able to do it.
Should be able to reset this. Should be. Get up, get up, get up. Okay. Woo.
To getting to that 9 is safe.
I'd like this big part of what got him there.
Wow.
Got him there.
My godly resets. Look at that. Just godly reset, like sliding left and then does a backhand just that's nuts, you know.
Wow.
Just yeah, a lot of people again, so backhand resetting, right? Like
Big part of
a lot of people do a forehand reset, so it comes to your forehand right side, but a lot of people does do a forehand reset, but there's not a lot of time and you might get jammed. So the best shot is actually to do a backhand reset, unless it's like really far towards your forehand. I would say do a forehand reset, but in this case, you can react fast and you're confident. This is definitely a backhand reset, even if it's towards your forehand area.
You're placing your serving.
Right back.
One? I thought that was out. Oh, I went in, I guess.
Right
Jesus.
back at you.
Man. And then J-Dub not to win this game.
6-8-2.
Let's see here. Perfect. He's probably gonna get out this. They're gonna get out this after this drive. Yep, and then the perfect. Whoa, 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 whoa. Chill that. Tyler needs to be a little more chill on his thinking.
Almost hit the tape and almost hit the kitchen with his paddle. Just kept it up because that would be a fault.
Yeah, he's. Oh my God, bro! Yo, Tardio
almost got knocked over
is.
by a 1 mile an hour wind.
Is he okay?
Goes high. JW
Yo, this guy.
dodges
I
it
mean,
for the side out. Can they get off
one.
the
That's one. It's like a strength and a weakness at the same time. It's so good to be that aggressive, but you can just delay it a few more. Tease the opponents a few more. That's the best type of shot, to tease your opponent by reaching so in the kitchen, reaching a lot in the kitchen, and then do not even a fast speed up is not needed, just a medium pace speed up. Oh my God, that shot is, a lot of people should learn this as well, is when you go out wide and you think you can ATP it, but you put your right foot out and you do a shot that hits right in the middle, and you swing up more. If you swing up more, you're able to get that really short and shallow shot in the kitchen. It's very safe, and if you miss ATP. Get the kitchen back. Okay. Just a little bit flustered.
Wow.
Again, CJ Klinger's hands just
last night that as long as
godlike right now again.
To the kitchen, we feel like they're
I think it's just because he's just such a super small stroke. Like his pals, Lou in front, he barely even moves. So for people like him, people like CJ Klinger, who loves to like make minimal movements, like so Johnson and CJ Klinger, when they like guard against speed ups, they don't even move. They stand perfectly still. But so the good thing about that is that you can react really fast with your hands. The bad thing is reaching out and covering court, because you're not moving your feet. Your foot is like literally just still, right? So I would say the weakness is when you like speed up a shot that's far away from them. In this case, Antardo kind of sped up right towards his body, and since he's like super still with his feet, everything's still. All he needs to do is just move his hand to the correct place, and it's over. So my solution for these type of shots is speed up where it's away from them, because they have to make them move to counter the speed up.
Wow.
Just my opinion, though. I don't know if that's like.
In their match last night,
I just want to see that happen. If that happens in the game,
kitchen, we feel like
just my opinion on that.
There. It was the driving and crashing he was worried about.
And then another 2-way drop is. Uh-oh.
Wow, and Ben did not go after.
What happened to that? It was like high. It was like really high. Yeah, he tried to reset it, I guess.
Wow, and Ben did not.
Game point. This time his drive finally falls down towards the net.
Ooh, and then Gatardio does that.
Tired just.
Ooh, and then Gatardio does that through the
Speed
middle
up,
off the
Kim.
bounce.
So sneaky.
Jesus, dude. So much. This is one of the hardest shots for me that I've personally had. Why is CJ Klinger does this? Is right hand. I don't understand, but okay. Yeah, so it's like they get to the kitchen and Benjamin does a super spinny 2-way dink towards the middle, and like you try to reset it. It's like high, but you can't speed it up, because if you speed it up, it's gonna go out. But it's like you have to take out the air, because if you let it bounce, you're just gonna take like 5. You have to short hop it or take like 3 steps behind you and take the shot. But yet the shot out of the air is like so annoying because it's so spinny, and you have to be like perfect. It's like you have to do a perfect reset in the kitchen. This is the type of shot I need to copy, because it's like so hard to deal with, right?
Ooh, gutsy play from Ben Johns cross court.
It's like low below the net, but top spinny, and you try to like.
Where do they go from here?
It's so annoying. Again, CJ Klinger does the thing that I was talking about with Ben Johnson, where you just flick it towards the sideline and to save shot, and just gotta make another reset. So.
Oh, right to the body.
Dude, this guy is just sending everything, dude.
Oh.
What the heck?
We got a double play turned at second.
This is not gonna work later on, I swear. Like, do you really want Gator to take this shot here? It's a very hard shot. It's just a very complex. It's more complex than Ben Johns just taking one step back and do a forehand thing.
7-10-2.
Maybe just testing it out, but.
Clear goes big.
Crazy again.
Klinger goes big through the middle. Ben Johns reads
I mean,
it.
CJ
The
Klinger
back with it
barely
too.
speeds it up.
Did not learn
Barely
from last
barely
night
speeds up
because
backhand
Pickleball
too.
just kept doing that to him, and now
But
Ben
Ben John's
is as
way
well.
on it. It's good to mix it up every now and then. So even if it's a wrong shot, like CJ Klinger's like moves. Like his right arm like just goes. Holy, his right arm just out. Interesting.
Back to the line.
Maybe get more reach that way. But like I said, just have look at that, easy, easy. Very shallow things. Very shallow. Holy. Very shallow. Very shallow. No. They really. Oh my god. So safe. Dude, why did he go for that shot though? I don't know why.
Chance to tie it.
I guess it was there. I would have personally sliced it. For more reach. Dude, this guy is that reach of Condor, dude. Yeah, it's like reaching. He's about he could touch the net with that. Yeah.
Oh, and CJ Klinger brings heat the
That reach is just insane.
Game point number 3.
Top people
Klinger and Johnson.
advantage.
There it is.
Okay, and to end off the game, he just double. I have a name for this. Like when I first started pickleball, there's a name I created. It's called Noob Killer. It's where you like you do a shot that's on the rise. So this only works on a dirt shot, right? You serve it and you hit a shot that's on the rise. The reason why you do it right off the bounce is because you want to shorten the amount of time, less time as possible, right? So you give less time. Like Ben Johns is still like middle of the court, right? And you hit the shot on the rise, off the bounce. And you aim for the guy that's coming towards the court. And the goal of this is to have a really nice shot that's like not too high where you get it punished, but a shot that's like almost like theoretically at the guy's feet or right below the net. And they perfectly execute a shot where Ben Johns, like he's a decent roll, he knows it's coming, but CJ Klinger closes in hard, and Gaetano is just, he was there, but he's just not ready for it. I coined it Noob Killer because I've done it to my opponents like multiple times, and it's worked. In this case, Ben Johns, I've seen Ben Johns do it too, so he knows it's coming. So that's why he has like a pretty amazing counter here. But yeah, the Noob Killer. See if you tried it in game and see if it works for you guys. Yeah, so that's game 1. That's a pretty long video. Hope you guys enjoyed that. Let me know if you want to see more of this. Yeah, that was a just game 1 analytical video of me just fanboying over Ben Johns shots. But yeah, see you guys later. Have a good one.